everybody, it's Sharon here. Welcome back to my channel for those who are returning, and welcome to any new subscribers that may be visiting for the first time. I have here the book page snippet roll that I did in my last video, and I'm ready to cut it and make some ephemera out of it. So I'm working on the idea of making journaling cards. So I've decided I would like to have those cut at 3.5 by 5 inches is what I'm planning. Now I do need to turn this around to trim the edges. So I hope you're all fabulous. I feel like I'm doing a new video when it's kind of a continuation of my last, but okay, so I'm just tidying up that edge before I start cutting. And I'm just going to cut lengths at 3.5 inches. So I have tried cutting it the other way around and I found this way was more efficient. So just trying to keep it straight because I don't necessarily think my top edge is straight. I kind of need to mark myself a line on the edge of this trimmer at 3.5, I think. So I can use that to straighten things up. I'm wondering if it would be easier to... I've got so many things around me. Now my marker's up here. I've got a mark here at 3.5. I'm hoping you can see that in camera. I've got so many things surrounding me at the moment, partly because I want to use things while I'm crafting, and partly because I've got things left over from other projects and things to put away. It's the same old, same old. Okay, I'm going to get a few out of this actually. I made this a little bit bigger than I realized, I think, which is fabulous. Just love the colors of this so much. I think this one's going to need straightening up. I'm just noticing it's a little bit skew-iff. Hoping I've got enough overhang to be able to tidy it up without losing too much width. I really would like them all to be kind of a similar width. Okay, and it looks like that is going to be too small, so that will go into my ephemera box for later. Okay, and then these I'm going to trim the tops and the bottoms. Just tidy up my edges before I cut it the length I want it. So 3.5 by 5, I think I said. And again, the leftover pieces are going to go into my ephemera basket for later. I just want to work on this size for the time being. Oops. I did go ahead, by the way, and I collaged the back off camera. I meant to show you that before I started cutting. I did take the time to take a couple of photos, so I'll see if I can share those with you either here or at the end of the video. Perhaps I've been trying to add photos of the ephemera I create in a video at the end of the video, so you get an overall look at what I've made. Okay, so I've still got 3 more. That's fabulous. I actually got way more out of that snippet roll than I thought. Don't remember how many pages I did. I went to put that little piece of paper into my scrap basket that sits at the corner of my desk, and it flipped out of my hand and it's landed in the center of my desk at the back. It looked like a fish out of water. Okay, 2 more. You can see I'm not taking very much off the edges at the top and the bottom. I'm really just tidying it up. And lucky last. Cutting at 5 inches. Okay, so you can see here I have these pieces that will be popped into my ephemera basket for later. They'll make really fun pockets, I think, a taller pocket. And let's have a look at the journaling cards we've made. So I have 7 in total. That's awesome. So I do need to ink all of these. I really love the colours. Each one of these I will be sewing around with probably a zigzag stitch. I just really love the look. I do have one here to my right that I made off camera. I will show you in a moment. It gives you an idea of what I'm steering towards. Sticking to my journal card ephemera making style, but I've often thought that these could be used as gift cards. It's funny actually, when I was deciding how I wanted to make these, and I'll show you what I've made in a moment, when I was deciding how I wanted to make these just recently, I love the idea of a single card. So a single card, 2-sided, one side decorated and decorative and beautiful, and the other side for writing. And I was like, whoever decided the birthday cards and the like, so engagement and yada yada yada, the cards in general should be 2-sided and open out. I don't understand it. I'm like, when I write in a card, say I have a birthday card to write in for somebody, I never write on one side. I never write on the back of the cover. I always write on the right hand side. So I'm just like, I feel like there's one whole piece of card there that's quite wasted and unnecessary. So I don't know how these will be received as gift cards, but there's only one way to find out, really. I did consider, I've made a double card here, and I'll show you that as well, but it just seemed like, I don't know, it seemed excessive, I guess. So I've decided to stick with the single. We will see. We will see how it's received. I'm not sure if I mentioned, so these are actually being made for an art exhibition that is local to me. I've been invited to have a small market stand to sell some of my items. So that's what I'm working towards, and I probably will be for a little while now. So you won't necessarily see my videos at the time that I record them. You'll see them a little bit later, but for a good couple of weeks now I'll be working on making things for that. So I'm not sure how much I will share, or perhaps I'll do stuff behind the scenes and then just share them in a crafting video with you as I make them, or on my social media, my Instagram and my Facebook. So I have here an envelope. I'll pop these out of the way for a moment. I have here an envelope that I've made, and then this little journaling card goes inside, or card as you like. So I very much have remained with my own style and made them accordingly, but I think they would be really beautiful as a gift card and envelope. So that's kind of what I'm working towards. I've got a couple of sticky notes inside that have got the kits that I've used. So I've got JunkWithSteph kits. The two images here are ArtVintages. I believe this was a JunkWithSteph label. And then my little cluster at the front of the envelope is music paper. And I've made a ruffle out of a tea bag and just a little piece of calico and stitched those together, and I thought they were a really beautiful match together. This is another one, so I've kind of made matching sets, and this is the one that I've made as a double journaling card, and I just used the book page snippet roll again, and I did just fold it, but I found it to be quite bulky. It wanted to pop open, so I cut it in half. And I have attached it with just a little strip of cotton fabric. It's just a cotton sheet. And it stopped it from doing that. It sits really flat and fits in the envelope really, really well. And the same here, JunkWithSteph papers for the envelope and for the book page snippet roll. This is a JunkWithSteph label. These two are ArtVintages and the same decorative piece at the front of the envelope. I just think they're really, really beautiful, and I hope that they're received really well as well. I really love the way that's folding now. It's been sitting in the envelope for a little bit. So the last one I made, I will show you, is this one here. It took me a little bit to figure out how to tuck my envelope. I plan on making some more, so I may do that during a video to show you. Again, these are JunkWithSteph kits. I've got my little sticky label here. So JunkWithSteph paper here, and on the book page snippet roll, that includes the papers that are inside the envelope. JunkWithSteph label. These two are ArtVintages, and my little cluster on the front of the envelope. So that's what I'm working towards creating today. Some more of the cards. So I'm keeping them simple, but I just think they're really, really pretty. I love them. Okay. Doesn't that look gorgeous? I just love that. Okay, so let's play. So I do have my ArtVintages images to my right. Just wondering about these couple at the top. This is the Praying Cards Women 2, I believe. Yes. don't mind that on there actually. No. She's a little dark on there. Don't think they're going to pop enough for me. I'm not quite sure about that one, so I'll leave it there for the moment. I don't mind that. So that's from ArtVintages Playing Cards Women 2. Seems I've lost my label for this one. Oh dear, that doesn't make me happy. Don't mind that on there. So these are ArtVintages as well. I'm not sure if they're possibly the women's or the, thinking maybe the children's. I don't know where my label has gone for these. I'm really sorry about that. That's really pretty. Okay, I'm wondering about a couple of florals for the other two. My system works really, really well until one of my labels goes astray. So this is ArtVintages Blue Flowers 3. Didn't know whether the blue might bring out the blue in the paper, but I'm not sure if it will be the right colour blue. It's kind of making the blues in these look a little more purplish. Okay, so instead of the blue, I might go with, I'm wondering about a yellow. Okay, so I can remove those. I have these two left. I like the pop of that, but the colours just are not right. Nothing is saying just right yet. Not sure about that one. think it's the bluey coloured leaf in those that's working for me, which is really interesting. So I'm just looking to see if I have any more that are similar. So many choices. These kids are so fun. That one made me kind of stop for a moment. I do like that one. This. I think I like that too. Whoops, whoops. No. Okay, I think they're my winners. So let's see what we can do with these. So this one here, I have some fabrics next to me. I have my little basket of cheesecloth. I'll need to be topping that up soon, I think. Maybe staining some more and getting some more white to pop in there. I've got lots of little pieces, I think. Do I want white or do I want tea stained? Just got rather chilly here. I'm wondering if my fire is low. I like the white. I'm sticking to the white. It was my first choice. Okay. Not my fabric scissors, but they're my mixed media scissors. My Fiskars mixed media scissors, and I really love them. I've actually been using them to fussy cut, especially card style images, so similar to this one. They've been really fabulous for that. They're a little bit stiff, but I don't know, I just seem to be able to get really good control with them. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now I'm hoping my fabric glue will work because it's quite on the thick side, and I know I was using it a couple of days ago and it wasn't playing the game terribly well. So oh, here it comes. Well, that's fabulous. I just remembered I'd meant to check it before I started the video and I forgot. I think I say that quite often these days. Wow, it's really behaving itself right now. Okay, I need to quickly ink. I'm using my fabric glue because it's going over the cheesecloth. Excuse me. And just getting my little scissors. They're in my fussy cutting box, which is on my desk here. I've been trying to do a little bit of fussy cutting every night. Oops. Okay, and so I have here Junk with Steph Specimen Labels Volume 2, and these have been printed 4 to a page. So I'm just going to see what I have here. I may even, I'm just going to get one of these drawers. I keep all of the little, I don't know why, all of the little strips that have Steph's info on them, and then when I'm looking at the bag I can usually see one of them jumping out at me to tell me what they are. So definitely not necessary to have them all in there, I'm sure, but that's just what I tend to do until I put them into an ephemera holder. I really need to create myself some more ephemera holders, and I just haven't had time. So it won't happen overnight, but it will happen. Okay, so, oh, I missed one. Actually, maybe I'll leave that with the, so, don't mind that. I think I like that down there. So it's making me wonder if I want a different label at the top. So these are my own labels that I've made. These are my blue labels. I haven't popped these in my Etsy shop yet. I was kind of using them until I was sure that I was happy with them, and then I just haven't got around to popping them in there. Oh, I like that. Is that my favourite? Not sure if that blue is working together in the darker one, so I'm wondering whether a lighter label is better. I think I'll go with that one. So yes, I really do need to do something about them because I've really enjoyed using them in the past, and Well, it's not really the same if I'm the only one enjoying them, is it? I was tidying in here the other day and I found another set of labels that I haven't even cut. I've printed them, ones that I've designed, I've printed them and I haven't cut them to even use them. I was just like, gosh, I need to do that. Okay, that's one done. I love that. Makes me happy. And then this one here, I might stick to that same white cheesecloth because I really like that and the images are similar colours. Cheesecloth just has a mind of its own, doesn't it? It does its own thing. Okay. Do I want it? Oops. Just wondering if I want to turn the image the other way. Oh, is that the same? No, that's the same. Sure, Sharon, you tell yourself it's different. So that way would be different. Okay, I like that. A little more under here. Just noticing that's doubled over there. Quick ink. I'm just checking to see which way I have to pop it. I'll probably do it the same, you watch. I'm just like, do I bring that one over now so that I can... It's like having a cheat sheet. Okay. Yep, checking again. So, same this way. A little excess glue. Oh, I've got glue on my fingers. Okay, I need my ball. Sorry for the noise. Just popping my drawer in. Doubled over. Okay, so a little touch of glue there to hold that in place. Just going to pop the lid on there while I fluff around and trim this. I've said before, these pieces of cheesecloth will fray. I do try and pop a little bit of glue in places that I think I would like it to stay adhered, but I do expect some fraying with these when I make them. It's like giving it a haircut. Okay, and then just checking my labels. I do like that down there. So these will be sewn around with a zigzag stitch, and if the labels are in the way, I'll probably just sew through those as well. Sometimes I try and avoid them with the stitching. It just depends on how I think it will look really at the end of the day. Just need to trim that little piece off. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking another label for there as well. I don't know whether these are going to be too big though. Maybe one of these number labels from Shabbydabbydoodah. Too small. I've got various sizes in here that I've printed. I don't mind that. I don't think I want the red. I think I'll use that one. Sort of keeping it fairly neutral, but I do like it. So again, this number label is from Shabbydabbydoodah. I love these number labels. Okay, number 2 done. Next, just ink my image, trying to keep an eye on my glue to make sure it's not running out everywhere. For now it's behaving. I'm actually wondering about a little piece of white sheet behind that image. See if I can find an area I can cut from. I don't want it to be terribly wide. I've got a thread there that just won't break. Okay. I'm thinking I may use this white sheet for this image and this, oops, this lady here, I think. Just trying to remove the stray threads. Okay. I don't want to lose that pop of green from this one, so I'll probably pop that on there, something like that. And the same with the pink on this one. I kind of want to be able to see that pink because that's what I've used to choose my image basically. So I feel like that ties it in. I just got a little chunk taken out with my little scissors. It's a little bit better. Okay. So I'm going to say about there. I took that a little bit too far. Okay. I really do prefer the image at a slight angle. So I'm going to say about there. I can pick that piece of fabric up. Stray thread. Okay. I've done it again. I overestimated my blue area. To see if I can get those to sit a little flatter. Just like that. Okay. are pretty. I love those. So I don't like the idea of using specimen labels for these. So what do I want? So these are images from ArtVintages. They are Flowers 63 and I've printed them at contact sheet size. I haven't quite finished fussy cutting the whole lot, but I'm wondering if there is something in here. I do like the idea of green and purple together. Don't mind that. Perhaps those greens are working better. Oh, I don't know between those. What do I have over here? A pinkish, it's kind of a peachy pink, isn't it? Not really sure that's working for me. It's kind of sweet. I feel like it's calling out to be on that side, but that's not where I would normally put it. Kind of like that. A little softer. I do like that, it's really delicate. Gosh, I just saw the time. I didn't realise I'd been videoing so long. That's my problem. I just kind of get caught up in this. I thought I'd want some lace or something, but I'm not sure that's going to work for me. No. I'm going to pop that one down because I really like that. Do I want a number label? Maybe that might work with one of my labels there. Let me see. So these are the yellow labels. Trying them a little bit bright. Maybe yellow isn't the right colour for there. These are my pink labels. Oh, I don't mind that. I like both of those. No, I think I prefer that one. Okay. Love that. So I've almost decided on this. But I'm not 100% sold. I'll just pop this one. No. Oh, that's the winner. Here I am looking at purples and it ends up being a pink one that I choose. Something delicate about it that I really like. I don't know if you can hear in camera, but it just started raining outside and it's really coming down by the sound of it. Okay. I'm going to pop that there. And do I want one of my labels for there? So these are my green labels. I'm wondering. No, I don't think that's going to work for me. No. Okay, so maybe a number label from Shabbydabbydoodah. I just want a small one though. Is that too small? Don't know about that either. So this is also from Shabbydabbydoodah, and it's from Die Cuts and Ephemera 1. Oh, I think that's it for me. I love that I've still got that green peeping through from behind. Okay, so each of those I'm going to sew around with a zigzag stitch, unless I decide to do a straight stitch in some areas to perhaps miss labels and that sort of thing, but I do love the look of the zigzag around them. So I'll bring them back across and show you. We've managed to complete 4 today. I think they're beautiful. I really, really love them. Oh my gosh. I love them even more looking at them now. Okay, so a huge, huge thank you firstly to Steph from JunkWithSteph for allowing me to showcase your beautiful digitals as part of your design team. All of the background papers on these have been JunkWithSteph papers, and I'm so fortunate and grateful to be able to use your digital designs in my creativity, Steph, so thank you for that. And a huge thank you also to ArtVintages, to Marussian, because your images have really made these journaling cards pop and I just love them. And also a shout out to Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah, because I've used your labels on these and I love the way they've come together. So thank you all so much for watching, everybody, and please everybody stay safe, stay inspired, and happy crafting. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.